is an outrage. Scroll forward now to 2013. Dr. Chris Day, a brave junior doctor working in a hospital in South London, raised safety concerns about nighttime staffing levels in an intensive care unit. Now, it's in all of our interests that if there are concerns about the safety of any part of our health service, but perhaps particularly an intensive care unit, that brave people speak out. But what happened to him, because he spoke out, was unacceptable, wholly unacceptable. He suffered a very significant detriment. His whole career has been pushed off track. His young family have been massively affected by this. The junior doctor in that unit was put into an invidious position, being responsible for far too many people compared to national standards. So he pursued a claim against both the Trust and Health Education England. £700,000 of public money was spent by the NHS in defending against that claim, in large part attempting to deny junior doctors whistleblowing protection against Health Education England. Lawyers, disgustingly, were enriched. Late last year, the tribunal that eventually heard his case ended early after Dr. Day was threatened with a claim for substantial costs. He and his wife couldn't face the prospect of losing their home for their young family, and so he caved in. It is surely a scandalous treatment of a junior doctor. He was defeated by superior firepower. We have the grotesque spectacle of the NHS, of all organisations, deploying expensive QCs to defeat a junior doctor who raised serious and legitimate patient safety issues.
Will you give way?
I will.
Yeah. Thank the honourable member for giving way, and I pay tribute to the work he's done on the Dr. Chris Day case to really get the answers that I think we deserve about the way he has been treated. But I just want to ask him a little bit about the inequality of arms that many people, whistleblowers, face in tribunals. They've often lost their jobs by the time that they're at that point, and they really are, as you say, facing very difficult situations where high-paid QCs are really running rings around them, and actually it's often as a result of employers trying to find loopholes in the law to avoid liability.
Well, I thank my honourable friend for that intervention, and I thank him for his support in pursuing the Dr. Day case, and I completely agree with the points that he has made. Sir Robert Francis, in his report Freedom to Speak Up in 2015, evidenced whistleblowers who'd given evidence to him, whistleblowers in the NHS, overwhelmingly experiencing negative outcomes. He talks of a hostile culture of fear and blame, isolation, reprisals and victimisation in our NHS, for goodness sake. And the stories continue. The impact on the individual can be devastating and profound. Being ostracised, abused and disadvantaged in your career. Dire consequences for your mental health. One nurse who tried to expose wrongdoing said, and I quote, "I would never put myself in that position again. I would rather leave." What a damning indictment on how we treat people in our treasured and cherished public service.